without further ado, welcoming on stage our host for the night, Miss Candice Modiselwe.
I need a bigger round of applause than that. Thank you. I didn't look this good to not look this good. I'm gonna try not to trip over this amazing outfit. Thank you, Imprint. Thank you. I just titivita myself, as my mom would say, titivita. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I would love to say you all look absolutely amazing, but I can't see any of you. But I'll just believe in faith. You know, they say faith is not by sight. So by faith, that you all look absolutely extraordinary. Thank you to each and every one of you for being with us this evening, as it really promises to be a most remarkable one. With that said, good evening to the distinguished guests of the media, industry and program partners, adjudicators, I shan't point out just yet. To all of you who are here with us as audience members, 2023 cohort of Nyoloha Scholarship, ACT Nyoloha Scholarship, let's get that very right. And all of you who are also joining from the virtual spaces, respectively being Facebook and YouTube. Kalibito kina tumelo, Candice Modiselwe. Most of you know me as Candice Modiselwe, a storyteller, a Wits graduate. I say this because my lecturers are in the room. My former lecturers. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Machaula. And above and beyond everything, I call myself a new creation in Christ. But today I have the great pleasure and the honor of being your host at the official ACT Nyoloha Scholarship Final 2023. Please, that deserves a huge round of applause. Aha, that it definitely does. Now, today we'll see quite a moment in history as two very talented individuals will be walking away with a fully paid undergraduate scholarship to the value of 350,000 Rand. I know a lot of us would have appreciated that back in our days. Who would have? Who thinks a scholarship in this economy is not such a huge gift? And having met the young individuals that will be joining me on stage, I can certainly say they are most deserving. Now, under the theme, impacting futures, hashtag impacting futures, hashtag impacting futures. What we're seeing today is a true culmination of an incredible journey. Over the past 4 months, 68 talented individuals embarked on a journey of committing to share indeedly tremendous training under the mentorship of some really incredible people. And I would like to recognize Samantha Peo, Megan Carosa, and Fleur de Bont. Now, these were our mentors who really worked their tail to the bone to bring out the best in every single person that you will see on the stage today. There's an African proverb that says that what an elderly person sees, a young person may not necessarily see, even if they're standing on top of a tree. Now, that does sound quite complex, but I think with all of us that understand the arts at its heart, we can all truly appreciate mentorship. The ones who walk the walk, who talk the talk, who've seen it all, who've done it all, and are able to impart knowledge and insight on young individuals. In this day and age, I'm one person who always puts their hands up and says, how can I serve? How can I serve the generations of next? This for me is also quite an emotional moment and a full circle one because, and my age will show in a moment, 11 years ago, I was one of the finalists. Although I did not win, that opportunity put me in incredible rooms. It put my name on the lips of influential people, and it gave me my very first artist representation that I've since been with, 11 years later, Talent ETC. I don't know if my team is here. Hi, Sean. I can't see you, but I saw your pale hand up, so I know it's you. Love you, Sean. Love you, Sean. like I said, this really is a moment in history, and we all really ought to applaud ourselves for being the people who are bearing witness to such a brilliant moment. I've mentioned how great our judges are, our adjudicators are, how formidable our mentors are, how soon you will get to see how breathtaking these artists that are coming on stage, and those visual artists as well, certainly are. But I can't help but imagine how difficult it must be to be a mentor to a Gen Z. Like at any waking moment, you could become a meme, right? And how these are like online sensations who just by doing this can trend on social media. Like, like to put your fingers in the air and all of a sudden you're a trend. I love how innovative they are, how unapologetic they are, and how the online space has also given them a reason, but also a platform to explore the facets of their artistry. Isn't that just brilliant, where our parents had to toilatsa in music videos to become famous? Mom, I know you didn't toilatsa, girl. But in your day, you would have loved to be on Jam Alley, probably. The ones that know. And if you don't know what Jam Alley is, maybe you should be a finalist, because you're probably young enough to be one. But it's beautiful to see how our storytelling sphere, our artistic sphere, and our world has evolved so beautifully to give them a space to be bold, unapologetic artists. Skare forgive. Did you say skare forgive? It's skare forgive. Wait, seeking. It's skaba hemnisa. It's a 2000s thing. It says, "Don't forgive them. Don't let them breathe." I would love for you to breathe this evening. Please don't not breathe. But it's a thing that cool people say. If you can't relate, then maybe you should check your cool score. Now, I also do keep in mind that the social media streets are well and alive, and I do implore you to use the following hashtag. It's hashtag #ActNyoloha. If you are tweeting, if you are posting, if you are sharing some reels, because you share reels now. Some of us used to use BBM. But if you are sharing reels, if you are posting anything on your TikTok spaces, hashtag #ActNyoloha and hashtag Impacting Futures. And the handle on Instagram and Twitter, respectively, is @orgza. I repeat, it is @orgza. Use them at your very great disposal. And I've said a lot, but here's a moment that I absolutely am so honored to share. Now, once upon a time, there were 68 participants. 68, I mentioned this at the beginning. And it's been narrowed down to just 15 participants. And these individuals really do represent everything that the future of storytelling looks like. Innovation, creativity, chutzpah, gusto, determination. I can safely say that the future of storytelling is in safe hands if these young people really do honor the gifts that God has imparted on them. They are absolutely formidable. I'm not saying this because I'm paid to. I'm saying this because they truly, truly are. Now, with that said, I would love to introduce a woman who ensured that this was all even possible to begin with. The Arts and Culture Trust is at the forefront and at the helm of giving artists a space to explore, to exhibit, and to just be. The CEO of ACT, not just any average CEO, my once upon a time Wits tutor, the absolutely amazing, world-class. Please, once again, put your hands together and apart for the one, the only. I don't know if you've ever gotten an introduction this great. I should probably just walk around with you everywhere and just introduce you when you walk into rooms. The incredible Jessica Donation.
Sure. She wasn't lying about two things. It's very bright, I can't see anyone. And I've never had an introduction like that. Thank you, Candice. And welcome, everybody. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here. We're thrilled to be able to present a show like this after devastation, after uncertainty, and to do it with flair, to do it with, not Flair is a mentor, but to do it with flair also, but to do it with gusto, to say we're not here just to be, we are here to blow you away. And tonight, I really believe we will blow you away. Candace spoke about full circle moments, and I think COVID, oh God, what a boring conversation. But COVID really gave us a moment as a trust to reimagine what it is that we want to do, where we want to be, how we serve, our purpose as we started. We're 29 years old this year. Next year we celebrate 30 with 30 years of democracy. That is a feat for an organization, and we look up to organizations like Moving Into Dance and the Forgotten Angle Theatre and other stalwarts that have stood the test of time at the dawn of democracy, breaking through that coveted democracy of human dignity. And we're here today, and we are surviving economic crises, global crises, to not entertain. Gosh, yeah, sure, we can entertain. But the arts give us that absolute thread of our humanity that we hold on to, that we wake up for, that wakes us up at every day, that shows us that light and that magic that we need to not just exist, to not just pay our bills. It gives us a space that we connect to our higher selves, to our past selves, our ancestors, to our future selves. And that's really where the impacting futures comes from. It's like, where are we seeing ourselves? Not in just the binary of apartheid, post-apartheid, but as a country, as artists, who are we striving towards? Who are we becoming? And the artists tonight will really represent that. So that's a lot of words, but to make that happen, we need support. We really need support, and I don't mean hand-begging support. I mean structure, discipline, governance, all of that boring stuff that gets us here. And not that our corporate partners are boring, but they really understand what it takes to also stand the test of time. That's why we have Nedbank on board, a bank that's been with this country for a very, very long time, and since the dawn of democracy has been supporting the Arts and Culture Trust. Sun International, who has since the dawn of democracy said, yes, arts has a place in the large narrative. And we have our representatives here, Bernice and Heidi. We're welcoming on board MTN this year, also an organization, a company that stood the test of time. And there's something to be said for that. It's not just a, hey, here's your check for a year. Here's our gift to you for a moment. It's understanding really how art is at the forefront of every human interaction. Art is the gateway drug to science, to mathematics, to understanding democracy, to understanding how we deal with our partners across the world. Because when we connect with the art and the human essence, then we take the conversation of our humanity forward. And that is what we're proud of, and that is the message that we're spreading. And these are the professionals we're inspiring, and we're giving them the tools. We're not going to let them suffer the same way artists did in '94. We are not in '94. We're on the brink of 2024. We're embracing technology, professionalism. And we're not here to say, please help us. We're here to say, we're serving, we're professional, we're sexy. Yes, please. Amen. And I'm talking about the big names now, but there are smaller names as well that are not small names, and I should revise that statement because they are stalwarts. Moving Into Dance is giving us a 1-year internship for a dancer who does not necessarily win the scholarship this year. That is magic. They tour the world. They take our artists and they show the world what we've got. Moving Into Dance, Nadia Versami, the CEO, we thank you. Thank you for coming on board with us. We have Rosaline Wilkins here from Vuyani, who's representing Greg McCloma's company tonight as an adjudicator as well. A 1-year internship for a dancer. That is what we need. We've got Market Lab in the house checking out the talent. This is not just, yes. This is not just a show for people on a night. When we do this, we put people in the room to take these people, because they're all winners, these artists, not just the ones that get the scholarships. How do we plug them? Look for them. If you're a professional, if you're a curator, if you're an artist, if you're a director, a talent agency, this is ripe for the picking. We've done the hard work. This is really in your hands now. If you don't take your pick here now, good luck trying to go to the rurals. Good luck trying to see the commitment of 3 months online training and load shedding, data costs. They've worked their butts off to be here, and they've shown and proved that they deserve the opportunity to go and study, not just the opportunity to be a star or an influencer, to go and study further. Let's empower them. Let's bring more people on board. Let's give them all a scholarship. I'm sad to say it's only 2 tonight. It's a privilege, but I'm also sad to say it's only 2 tonight. Food Lovers Eatery gave us brilliant, healthy meals. People disregard this, but like health, mental health, the support that comes with this program is huge. We're not trying to make one-hit wonders. We're trying to establish a level of professionalism, personal growth, understanding of the sector that will stand the test of time. This is what this program represents. We put a lot of money into it thanks to our sponsors. We don't take a lot out of it as an organization, but we really believe that investing in the future of art will change the context of our country, will change the way we see each other, will change the way that we present ourselves to the world, because what is our brand? What do they see out there? They don't see our day-to-day. They see our artists. So what we teach our artists, how we nurture our artists, is the story we tell to the world. Amen. It's, full circle moment. Sorry, I started with that and then I meandered. Gosh, the energy of the stage is something else. Yes, Candace, full circle moment. I was also a recipient and a beneficiary of the Arts and Culture Trust in 2015. And I had no ambition of becoming a CEO. I wanted to be an artist, and I am an artist and a filmmaker, and I've been through the ranks like Candace has. I mean, I think her ambitions are beyond mine. But here I stand today to also show you that allow your children to engage with art, not as just self-expression. This is where everyone goes like, oh, express yourself, that's nice, you make something pretty. No. You can border into the entire value chain of the arts and culture sector. It's massive. It is absolutely huge. You can start as an artist, you can progress to a CEO, and this is not the end of my journey. So when a child says to you, this is my passion, this is my art, this is the way, let them do it, because where they end up, you can never even begin to imagine. We are products of a space that happen to recognize and value who we are and what we do, where we want to go in life, and we took it 7,000 steps further. So please allow for that. That's kind of a parting shot. Now it's my great privilege to welcome onto stage Heidi Edson. She is a representative of Sun International. She is a founding trustee. Sun International is a founding trustee, and she's been with ACT for a very long time, and this is a program she has been absolutely mad for, advocating for, bringing money in for, running through the hoops, and we're really privileged to have you here tonight. Heidi, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jessica. Gosh, the stage is blinding. I wanted to say to the program director, Candace, I just, was thinking about my Jam Alley days, sitting in my room on a Friday evening watching Jam Alley and actually, doing those moves. I really miss those times. But I think, good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, sponsors, our ACT family, the trustees, and I guess all protocol observed. Tonight, I don't only stand here, as Jessica said, as the Sun International CSI representative. I stand here as one of the ACT founding members. Toby's not here tonight from Nedbank, but I safely say that he would probably feel the same. ACT has been it's been a long journey. Jessica will tell you, it's been a very tiring journey, I think. And yes, we speak about COVID, but I think we've moved on from there. Just, in the past 2 years, we've realized that vision and that impact. And for me, I said to Jessica, and thank you very much for, realizing that dream and that vision, that Sun International didn't only want to be a venue sponsor, we wanted to be so much more. We wanted to impact the future. And there was this vision of a scholarship. And last year, yes, I did a call to action right at the very end. I don't know if you remember, Jessica. I said to all corporates in the room, and I'm in again there, we need to take on this ACT support and just, empower. I mean, tonight it's all about whoever is behind us and whoever's going to perform. It's not about the sponsors very much. It's, about the ACT family, but it's actually about the future, how we impact. So I think, don't want to say much. For me, I just recently lost my dad. And it was a very emotional, trying time for me. But I think the one thing that you get up, you rise out of it. There's this little voice in my head that keeps on saying, what is your more? So what is our more as the Arts and Culture Trust family? Jessica, and to all the board members, and to the old members I see here, David, I see all the old guys that's been here, and thanks for, their journey. But what is the Arts and Culture Trust more? We need to start asking those questions. I think personally, what is our more is more, more of this. Today is 2, next year we're going to go for 3, 5, 6. That's those corporates that's in the room, by the way, to support us. And what is our more as the ACT board? I think our more as an ACT board is to, kind of to go out there to drive, drive that passion that, we as the arts, as we see, they say the arts and culture, what is the arts and culture? The impact in society. It's strengthening that bond in communities. And that is so important. Not only creativity, you spoke a lot about the kids, but actually having a place. And I mean, next year you're 30 years. Sun City was 30 years, this year. And we will continue that journey with you. So what is our more? Our more is to continuously strive to, I guess, to be a better organization. Our more is to have more partners with purpose. And we can see that with MTN, and I think I called out MTN last year, and you hear, and yes, thank you very much. And I think, what is the other, it's BASA as well, hey? I mean, they're on board as well, yeah, so thank you very much. So that is our more, so we constantly need to ask ourselves, what is our more? And I think as we go, on this journey and we impact future as the theme tonight, I want us to think of, the next generation, they speak about the Gen Zs, but the next generation, that how do we pivot into that transition, the future of technology, It's always been known as Arts and Culture Trust. Toby used to say the last time, what is ACT? So we need to tell people out there, what is ACT? Give them more in terms of, the organization. And I do think that, with everybody on board, we'd be able to just fly, I guess. They say rise to the challenge. So I think my parting shot would be, what is your more? And then secondly, to the Arts and Culture Trust, Jessica and her team, thank you very much. You guys done amazing work. Yes, we normally know, what happens behind the scenes. We rock up at AGMs and we have a slot and that's it. But I think just from a Sun International point of view, and I'm so glad my colleagues are here tonight. My bosses are unfortunately not here. They're stuck in Cape Town. And yes, we actually should have been at a Sun International venue, hey? Yeah. Eish. I wonder if it's been recorded tonight. I hope not. But yeah, that's probably my more. But I think you guys done a great job, and I think let's just let's take it to the future. We've got some new board members. I call them the influencers. They driven. They empower. They want to do more for us as well. So and then from Sun International point of view, we sponsor from a CSI point of view. We sponsor education, sports, and the arts. But I want to say that, and my colleagues will agree with me. When you sit at that board meeting and you say, guys, next year we're going to support Arts and Culture Trust again. I mean, you do that for 30 years. You probably think Heidi's mad. This girl comes in there and she goes on and on and on. But I think to my colleagues here tonight, I'd love you to take this back, because ultimately, some of you are going to sign that off again next year as well. So take this back. I mean, you heard what Jessica said. You're going to see the future right here. Let's take this back to all our board members, and then obviously it's not Heidi constantly talking. It's actually you as well. So I think that is something. And I think Sun International, I always say, and they know that it's very difficult if you're a CSI manager and your board doesn't understand what you do. They hear about arts and culture, for example, all the great work you do, but they've never. But Sun International board members, CEO, they all have passion and they're committed, to making a change. So I think my parting shot to you as well is well done, and I'm so excited. And yes, I want to see more scholarships, and of course we will then need more funding. I'm advocating for you tonight, Jessica. And so I want to, and also thank you to everybody who's supported arts and culture over the years. And so again, when you go home tonight, think about what is your more and how you can support arts and culture in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my darling. I know that this seems like a longer part of the program, but I think it's really important to understand the support that stands behind a legacy organization and our future. And with that, I want to welcome onto stage Bernice van der Walt. She is representing Nedbank tonight. And again, as with Sun International, Nedbank has been a founding trustee of the Arts and Culture Trust. And I want to make it clear, we are not a government organization. And I know there's a lot of connotation when it comes to the arts, but we are a space for freedom of speech, for agency, for development, and for enabling. And in that sense, I want to welcome Bernice on stage. Not all corporates are evil. I know that there are a lot of narratives that exist, but when it really comes to standing the test of time, we need to hold hands with our business partners, because the only way we do it is we do it together. And that's the way that we got through apartheid, it's the way that we got into our democracy, and it's the way that we'll also step into a new dawn through the next 2, 3, 4 elections together, and understanding the value that each party brings to the table. And I think that is a very, very important part of the conversation. Corporates don't support us because our hands are open. They support us because they know the value that we bring. Bernice, over to you.
Thank you, Jess. It's a talent to be able to speak on stage, and it's not my gift. So I have a paper, and I'll be speaking from my paper this evening. Thank you so much, Jess, for that very warm introduction. So on that note, it is with an immense sense of joy and enthusiasm that I stand before you today at the 2023 Arts Nyoloha Scholarship Awards to celebrate the extraordinary talent that graces our presence this evening. Today, we come together not merely as individuals, but as a community deeply passionate about arts and culture, to honor creative visionaries, the storytellers, and the inspiring as well as experienced talents to strive to share their heritage, talents, plus ambitions through the means of arts and culture. For nearly 3 decades, the Nedbank Arts Affinity, in collaboration with ACT, has been at the forefront of nurturing and uplifting arts in our nation. Together, Nedbank and ACT have demonstrated their unwavering commitment to fostering creativity, cultivating talent, and ensuring that the arts continues to strive and thrive and evolve in our society. The Nedbank Arts Affinity Program has not only assisted in providing vital financial support, but has also fostered a vibrant ecosystem of artists, enabling them to flourish and contribute to the cultural riches of our nation. As we celebrate the finalists and their outstanding contributions to the arts and culture, we must also acknowledge the invaluable role played not only by Nedbank through the Arts Affinity Program, but key partners such as Sun International, BASA, and MTN. The arts and culture sector not only enriches our lives, but also contributes significantly to our nation's economic growth and global appeal. It is through organizations like the Arts and Culture Trust that we ensure continued prosperity of our artistic endeavors, attracting visitors from around the world who are eager to experience the cultural tapestry of our nation. The finalists we are here to celebrate today are more than just individuals who excel in their respective channels. They remind us that art knows no boundaries. The culture is the fabric of our identities, and that creativity is the beating heart of our existence. As we applaud the nominees, we must also recognize the invaluable role played by those who have nurtured and supported their artistic journeys. The mentors, teachers, families, and communities that have provided the fertile ground from which these talents sprung forth. In closing, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the nominees as well as the finalists for their exceptional contribution to the world of arts and culture, plus getting this far. Your dedication and commitment serve as an inspiration for us all. And on that note, I'd like to thank you and say, let the celebrations begin. Thank you.
What was she saying about it being a gift and not Venice? Wow. No, we love it. That's extraordinary. Thank you. Really. I know usually these things are quite formal, but if you know me, then you know me. Now I would like to welcome on stage two more of our sponsors before we kick off the program. Before I do that, I just want to give a shout out's not even the right word because maybe we shout at each other all the time. But the ACT team, you know, like when you step into an organization and you start and you have a vision and you're hoping everyone will just gel together and drive. We've got that. It's something I'm extremely, extremely proud of. Palesa, Kat, Angie, Kele, Ketu, Tolo, that's joined us recently. I have to fight them off work. I have to like literally fight them to like put away your computer because they're so committed. And I celebrate you and I thank you for all the incredible work that you've done to put this together. We're not an events company, but they did this as a team with a full-time job. So thank you for that. Now, yes. Now I'd like to welcome on stage a previous ACT CEO, so also ACT alumni, and now CEO of Business and Arts South Africa, Ashraf Johardin, to please also say a few words on the ongoing relationship with the Arts and Culture Trust, Business and Arts South Africa. We've been a member for a long time, and there's a long relationship that exists there. Ashraf, and look at this fabulous outfit. He got the memo, glitz and glam.
Did get the memo. Jess, 'tis full circle. 19 years ago, I was here this night at the Lyric Theatre for the very first scholarship program. So this is a special moment. A couple of years in theatre training means that I'm also scripted. Forgive me. Navigating phones and bright lights. According to futurist and philosophical junkie Jason Silver, by design, human beings are great complainers. He says, and I quote, "Humans have a unique skill set, a unique capacity to find out what's wrong with the world, to intervene, to address it, and hopefully make it better." So this is perhaps a strength-weakness, no? This proclivity for complaining, which by design, apparently, we all share. So I hope today the traffic was okay and just maybe the slings and arrows of service delivery gave you a break. This capacity of humans to complain, of which Jason Silver speaks, is fortunately mitigated by our fantastic facility for creativity, by our individual and collective ability to make the world a better place for all of us and for future generations of us. An Al Jazeera headline reads, "Mind-controlled exoskeleton allows paralyzed man to walk, offers glimpse into a future where people's brains can help regain the power of movement." Mind-controlled. From Elon Musk's Neuralink to OpenAI's ChatGPT, how scary, upsetting, terrifying, and all of the emotions kind of mind-blowing is all of that, all at the same time? Our capacity for imagination, our ability to design and to create has allowed us to rethink, reimagine, and indeed recreate the very world that we inhabit, to improve upon it, to upgrade it, to augment it, to soar through the sky above it to infinity and beyond. In all its forms, arts, culture, and creativity have remarkable power. However, now I'm putting my Barca CEO hat on, it is vital to acknowledge, Michelle Constant, that the arts cannot thrive solely on passion and talent alone. They require the collaboration and support of businesses like long-standing Barca member Nedbank, Sun International, also MTN and others, big and small, to truly flourish and reach their full potential. So now, let's talk the business and arts binary. But first, some Shakespeare. It is a theatre after all. In Act 2, Scene 2, Hamlet says, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." I agree with the failed Stoic, on that point at least. Playing the mad, bad, moody Dane in this very theatre in my mid-30s was a terrifying adventure of epic proportions. Looking back at the experience now, I realize that much of the terror was only in my head. All the experts said that there was only one way to play the part, so I obsessively studied the structure of each line as demarcated by the punctuation, as if it was some kind of Shakespearean Morse code that I could crack. And by doing so, I believed I would magically gain access to the emotional architecture of the play. Eventually, I came to understand that Hamlet is just hard for any actor. No amount of textual analysis was going to make the role any less challenging. I was going to have to play the part my way. Today, as the fast-approaching 50-year-old father of a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, people are often confused when I insist that I am non-binary. It has recently become clear to me that I don't entirely mean that only in the gender non-conforming sense, but rather as an indication of how I view the world. Binary culture is premised on a logocentric belief that there is only one truth, one way for things to be. But I don't believe that there is any one supposed to be. In binary terms, 1001 is a valid binary number, but 1002 is not. Neither are 99 nor 999. Binary is represented by 1 or 0, on or off. Like being pregnant or Hamlet, in binary terms, you are or you're not. Binary oppositions are ingrained into our thinking. Good or bad, male or female, black or white, heaven or hell, business or the arts. How about business and the arts? Business and Arts South Africa has a vision for a future where the binary between corporate and creative no longer exists, where they intertwine and flourish together in symbiotic bliss. Increasingly, corporates are recognizing both the value and need for arts, culture, and creativity as powerful tools for innovation, collaboration, and social change. In breaking down the binary between business and the arts, BASA aims to unlock economic opportunities, to drive innovation, and to enrich the fabric of our society, because the human spirit must soar. That is how it was designed. The work is the unburdening of constraints imposed by artificial constructs and divisions. The future is not predetermined. It is shaped by visionary leaders like the creatives taking to the stage tonight. A stage made possible by a convergence of arts and business worlds colluding to inspire, to educate, and to imagine a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. In unity, there is strength. In creativity, there is hope. And in collaboration, there is boundless potential. Now, onto the good work of redefining the boundaries and transcending the binaries that have held us all back for too long. To the scholarship candidates backstage, listening on the tannoys. In the words of Daft Punk, well, sort of, like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. I could sing it, but I'm not going to. What keeps the planet spinning is a force from the beginning. You've come so far, time to be who you are. Go on, raise the bar and raise your cups to the stars. It's time to get lucky. Break a leg. Thank you.
A whole new world. Just kidding. Yeah, yeah. Always fantastic and always fabulous. Thank you, Ashraf, so much. Last but not least, a new friend and a new old friend that I'd like to welcome on stage is Neil Norkeer from MTN Foundation. Thank you so much for giving us the space to play this year, for providing wonderful tech goodies for our finalists and for other competitions that we've had. We hope that we will walk a long road together as we reimagine, not try and fix, but reimagine a new world for arts and culture, embracing technology, embracing our partner nations as well on the continent. Yeah, let's make it brighter.
Thanks, oh, sure, yeah. Thanks, everyone. There's absolutely no way I'm going to top any of the, because they were performances, Ashraf, that outfit, seriously, dude. Yeah, you steal the show. Yes, we are a new friend, we are a new player. Last year I came as a guest when it was held at Monty, and so impressed and invigorated by it. And we should have actually worked with the Arts and Culture Trust when we also started. MTN started in 94, same as Arts and Culture, but the MTN Art Institute was only established in 98. Then it became sort of a benefactor of the foundation, the MTN Foundation, in 2001, and since then they've kept the art collection and the programs running with it. So we've always had a heart for developing young talent and keeping an eye on the, or our finger on the pulse for the fine arts specifically, not so much the performing arts, but we did dabble in that also in 2016, but we hoped through our partnership with Arts and Culture, or our future possible partnership with Arts and Culture, we can drive that in as well. We're a technology company. We don't make cell phones, guys. We don't. We really don't, and we can't give. What we do buy them a lot, and it was our privilege and privilege and pleasure to provide some of that for the competition. But we're a tech company, and our 2025 ambitions looks to find or to lead digital solutions for Africa's development. We operate in 19 countries, and we are a pan-African country, and that is another platform we could possibly avail in some ways. I must be careful what I'm saying, you know, exactly. But it was an utmost pleasure to avail the MTN Innovation Centre in Fairlands. It's actually in Roodepoort. We just say Fairlands to make it sound smarter. But it's our head office is pretty cool, and it's got cool spaces. It's got a really sort of spacey auditorium and a really nice collab, and at least 5 galleries in that head office where more art exhibitions can happen. And it was a true privilege to meet all of the 15 finalists, the fine artists, and our performers, and I really look forward to your futures. I wish I could quote someone famous, but I think it was Oprah that said, "Your future is so bright, I have to wear shades for it," or someone has to wear shades for it. Screwing that up, but it was a true privilege and really fun to work with everyone. It's like you said also, Jess, on Thursday evening, that it's really even just the physical space alone is especially for visual artists, is already a huge win. So with that said, I look forward to the evening, and all the best to all our finalists. Thank you so much.
Thank you really for your patience with listening to our sponsors. It's really important. I think it gets brushed over quite a lot just because it's a formality, but we value that. And with that, I'm going to welcome Candice back on stage because we've got important things to do tonight. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I think to every single sponsor, it really is such a prolific thing and such a heartwarming thing to have all of you put your money where your mouth is. I think it can all be agreed that art really is woven into the tapestry of our existence. And when we find ourselves in really difficult times, we listen to music. Or if you want to explore, you go to a gallery. I mean, we have different outlets, different vices, and different spaces that we love to just feel a little bit more. And more often than not, it happens through the arts. If you question me, go home and surprise yourself with not Netflixing and chilling. You probably will. And that just informs us once again that art really is life. and it holds a mirror up to us and shows us exactly who we are. So again, to each and every sponsor, to everyone who supports every single artist, to people who are in the room, to bums on seats. I know they like to say that in the theatre, to people who watch these productions. I think on the tail end, I don't know, Jessica said it's quite a morbid conversation, but on the tail end of COVID, to have people in theatres and buying tickets, to have sponsors really just stepping in the gap and saying that they will uplift, they will support, they will catapult, they will be catalysts. It is a brilliant, a bold, and a beautiful thing. I don't know why I said the bold and the beautiful, but again, I am speaking in the language of the arts. Maybe I should look into the distance to seal off the soapy moment. It just had to work. Now, a lot has been said. I think we've all tugged at the heartstrings of our amazing audience members. And again, to those of you joining us in the virtual spaces, once again, we acknowledge you and we thank you so much. And I do remind you all that if you do want to post, and when you do post, not when you do, you will post, you will share. There's so much for us to celebrate in this moment. The hashtag is #Nyoloha and Impacting Futures. And if you didn't notice, the word ACT is right there, impacting futures. We really have thought through each and every moment. So, the moment we have all certainly been waiting for. The finalists are here. They're ready and waiting in the wings, and they want to blow you away. So hold on to your seat, strap on those imaginary seat belts, sit back, relax as we have a world-class showcase. And I really do stand by that. Please put your hands once again together and apart as we have the finalists joining us on stage for the ACT Nyoloha Scholarship Final 2023 showcase titled Abandize.
Yes, this is just another reminder. Please keep your phones silent. Please note that there will be strobe lighting throughout the performance. Enjoy the show.
expressing our intention to exist without permission.
We are budding seedlings the soil respects and expects to rise.
Nyoloha!
When they see us, the thoughts of evolution to action, to act on and from our imagination.
We honor our calling, we are living visions. Creativity that brings its full identity, competes with humility.
Stands and meets on the gems of inspiration, stages, songs,
poems and pages.
educate, and find solutions.
Our birthright questions. Creators, we bow down to them.
Dream boldly between their dance and dance freely within their dreams.
Our autonomy. We share our stories.
History will call us by name.
We will profess the glory of our values to literature as scripture.
Reciting a legacy to act.
To make it happen.
To take our global place.
When they see us, they will see excellence. When they see us.
Sarafina. We were there at Sarafina's home. They took her on Friday afternoon after school. We were seated around the table. It was me, Teaspoon, Sarafina, and her mother. Suddenly, I heard a dog barking outside. So I peeped through the window. A police van with a German Shepherd barking at the back has just stopped in front of the house. And three white policemen were coming toward the gate. In my state of panic, I tried to alert Sarafina of the 3 white policemen, but they kicked the door open and they were inside. Who is Sarafina amongst you children? I know what they will do to Sarafina. When we were at John Foster Square, maximum security police headquarters, things were happening. One friend of mine, who was a fighter, just like Crocodile, he used to fight back. One day, they tied him with a rope around his waist. He was in the room next to mine, on the 10th floor of the interrogation room. I heard screams, man. He said they would push him out of the window. And halfway down, they would hold the rope and pull him back. They did it several times. He talks about anything in detention. But once he got to that story, you see the change on his face. His mind goes away. Today, my friend is a madman. And you ask me what they will do to Sarafina. Hey. And the spirit of life calling Mamela, and the voice with the fear of a child. Oh, yeah, Mamela. Oh, because wait, there is no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, yeah, Mamela. Have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth, in your reflection. No, He lives in you. He lives in me. He lives in you. He lives in me. And when I'm about
Apparently, we are a weak generation, sick. And through this loss of energy, we are progressively sinking into weaker and weaker levels. That our vitality has been drained away by frivolous distractions. Modern day enslavement. Welcome to Otto. This is General. How may I help you? Capitalism, the culture, the need to be somebody and not ourselves, anger, and a deep-rooted sadness. And all that is left is honeycomb and dry cells. A terrible emptiness. So fearful to look within. But do check yourself for a minute or two. Become undone and open yourself bare. And tell me, what do you see? The core within, shattered bones or fit skin, a force to be reckoned with, a becoming. Ignite the fire and power within, and you shall soar instead of fly. And you shall live instead of just exist. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Walk the walk and talk the talk. What do you see? Truly, golden child, precious child, weeping child, savage child, saint or sinner, running wild with the wind, untamed and unbound. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Proud and vibrant, and yet lost mentally exhausted and enslaved, brainwashed, dressing our wounds like designer aids and branded poverty, seeking for something promised, for something so important, something free, to just be. Kodwa bheka, ngoba usuku olusha luzelwe, futhi konke kwayizolo akulutho ngaphandle kwenkumbulo yokuthi sasingobani. For all we ever knew was pain and suffering. For all we ever knew was the struggle and the humiliation. And yet, if it wasn't for the pain, the suffering, the struggle and humiliation, we wouldn't be here. Now, isn't that something? Vukani bo. Vukani bo. And let the sun wrap you up and kiss you gently. Wipe your tears and fears away and take a step into the world and contribute into its sprouting into an essence of pure greatness. Enrich the souls of our great and yet flawed nation that is bound to rise like 1,000 suns. There is an elevation and higher frequency to the collective sounds and rhythms of our voices, spreading gradually across lands and seas. A holding of hands. Ukuvuselela, ukugugu. For the seeds planted are in full bloom, growing, shining bright in their own right, up becoming. For together, storms ahead shall never break us apart, but carry us through.
Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says, standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is, tucking the toe between the legs. A person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit bit of faith can't do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
My entire life, I was forced to live the way Deliwe has also lived. I lived according to the choices she made, and I was forced to celebrate them like they're my own. I never received anything in my shameful name. My parents never bought me new clothes. I had to wear Deliwe's old clothes, rags. I had to adjust my body so it fitted into them. I did not receive new toys, not even a single doll on my birthday. I had to play with my sister's old dolls and every other toy she previously owned. I didn't like most of the toys, but she had chosen them, so what choice did I have? I could not pick schools of my choice. I was forced to attend the very same schools that Deliwe had also gone to, because her old uniform awaited. I wore an old tunic while my peers wore brand new tunics. My first day in school, in grade 1. But I looked like someone who was repeating the grade for the 7th time, because the tunic that was now mine had long ago swallowed the blazing sun of Mahlabathini. I looked so different from my classmates. I felt like an outcast, like I was breaking the school's code of conduct. The colors of the tunic that was now mine were torn from being washed so many times. My first time wearing school socks, the socks that were now mine, had potato holes around the heels area. I always ensured that I took them off with caution, making sure that no one was looking at me. I always had to ensure that no one was looking at me when I put them back on. Remember the day that we wanted to play skipping at break time? Oh, I love skipping so much. I forgot to put the holes in my socks. I forgot to take off my shoes with caution. I heard a giggle. And before I knew it, attention was drawn to me as the entire group sang in the same tune. The giggles soon turned into a loud melody. They all received a lash on their buttocks. The pain their buttocks endured was nothing compared to the scars left in my heart. The following day, they all went to school with painless buttocks. But the scars in my heart remained. I never got to make mistakes that I could learn from. I was forced to learn from Deliwe's mistakes. If she had failed at something, then I was forbidden to try because of her failures. You know how much I wanted to further my education. Go to university, get a degree in my shameful name. But I was told there was no need, since my sister never furthered her education but got married and turned out to write. She now lies in her grave, and I'm still forced to shelter her. How dare she haunt me in her grave? Dumiso, became a brother to me the day he wedded her. I stand to be corrected, so please, do correct me if I'm wrong. How do I share a bed with him who I call a brother? Isn't that an act of incest? How do I call he who is my brother husband? I beg for you, make me understand.
Father, I need food. I've not eaten since I was in my mother's womb. Where I saw your spear, sharp as life. Oh, jeez. After I was created, when I saw my mother's face, oh, and its reflection glimmering brightly in my eyes, I then saw the world. Oh, and it saw me. I then began to think deeply. And sudden possibilities started to flash before my unknowing eyes. Oh, I knew today, this is it. Vivid colors, shapes, and smells of life formed before me as I walked out my mother's womb. Into a valley furthest away from home, with the bright, searing sight of psychedelic colors expose the truth. I already know. I'm starved of flesh and everything living. Oh, Laganyana is me. And I am Laganyana. Oh, man. The world is in need of a new meaning, a champion. I am Saint.
When I was 11, I came across this medical book that had pictures in it. And I realized I looked more like a girl than a boy. My mother had always wanted a boy or a bestseller, and I didn't want to disappoint her. But then on some days, I don't know what got into me, and I just felt like lashing out at her. So I waited until she was having one of her crying fits, and I took the book to her, and I said, "Have you ever seen this book? Are you totally insane? Why have you named me Robert? Everyone else has always said I was a girl. What is the matter with you?" And then she said something about Judith Krantz, and then something about being out of shake and bake chicken. And then she said, "I want to die." And then she said, perhaps you are a girl, but we don't want to jump into any conclusions, so why don't we wait and see if you menstruated or not? And when I asked her what that word meant, she slapped me and washed my mouth out with soap. And then she hugged me and said she was a bad mother and washed her mouth out with soap. And then eventually, since nothing else seemed to be happening, I just went to bed. Every day I pray for mankind, slaves to a sickness that is in the mind. We are overthinkers, substance abusers, and habitual drinkers. Increasing trauma in the household, secrets that are left untold. There will be a fulfillment of prophecy. A world without poverty, unknown identity, gender confusion. Who has the solution? Soon, there will be no evil, for the Lord is coming for his people. While the Red Sea's closing in, there's no safety in almighty horses. Can you feel the driving wind? Behold the crashing waves. The Savior's on his way. The Lord is coming. Come and hurry, hurry, bring us to the promised land. Glory, glory, we reach for saving hands, and no help will come from men. The Lord is coming.
Since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard and you know exactly what you want and need. So believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goals. Just talk to your soul and say,
My name is Azanda Nyanginzimbi. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Pretoria, Gauteng. I work in various mediums. I work in oil paint and charcoal, but I specialize in charcoal. I think art is about communication. If we're looking back to prehistoric art, it was a way to tell stories, and that is what art is about, is to tell stories. Art is a living tapestry of our human existence, and I just find it quite interesting that we can all find some way to record that history. So I think of myself as a creator before an artist, and that's why I make art, because I like to create. I like to talk about the complexities of identity and why we're here and the journey that we took to be here.
Kinna mino wa ho cha. The music of wood hurting. I am the music of wood catching, fading, fainting. I am the music of wood dying, whirling and racing, spreading and chasing and tracing. I dance. I draw you close. I warm you. I pull you closer. But if you attempt to stop me, uta utlwa ka letlalo. The sting, the burn. You cannot contain what is free. I am the ever-powerful, just like the gods and the ancestors. Ntate wa ka ke letsatsi, mme wa ka ke ngwedi. I am the successor to the most powerful in all the universe. I will come back however many times you attempt to stop me. I could dry out, inflame all the elements. I will rekindle. Then punish by taking away the things that you value the most. Burn your food, torch your house, and incinerate your soul. Ignite your loved ones one by one by one. Kinamolo, I am fire, and fire is power.
What if God never made colored people? No, really. Were they cocktails? Mixed people like us in the beginning? Okay. Let's say that once upon a time there were these pure nations, and they lived in separate corners of the globe, and only after years of exploration they discovered each other. Only he knew that when these nations met, they would start wars over territory, the earth's gold, hell, even the color of their skin. Now that's where we would have come in. God's answer. People who would form the bridge and prove that unity is possible. We are the overlappers, the people's people, yes, man's creation. We are different, but we are one. All over the world, but especially here and now, colored people represent a union, a blood bond. Instead, we are rejected for not belonging to either clan. And then what do? Reject ourselves. And our next move, we start copying someone else's image. Some of us follow the wit ouse, clutching any piece of evidence that we got a great-great-grandfather on that side. But what about the rest of our roots? We must take pride. We must uncover them and take pride in the richness of our blood. From Nova Street comes a lovely sound. Can you hear the music that I hear? A rhythm and a beat of the people all around. Melodies are ringing in my ear. And it goes glow, glow, beating out a rhythm, glow, glow, a rhythm that is laughing. It's the heart that beats in District 6. And it goes glow, glow, beating out a rhythm, glow, glow, a rhythm that is laughing. It's the heart that beats in District 6. There is a gap, an emptiness in the local history museum, and that space awaits for us. It is an opening. We must know where we come from to understand how we've come to where we are. Our stories remain untold, our triumphs unheard of, our voices unrecognized. We have to show ourselves, or there will always be a hollow place where our pride should be. I want my children and their children's children to know of a colored place, not rotting with division, but a colored place of power and diversity that they will not be ashamed to call home. And it goes claw, claw, beating out a rhythm, claw, claw, a rhythm that is laughing. It's the heart that beats in District 6.
I'm not bitter. What does that even mean, bitter? Bite? Bite? Bitter? Was I bitter? When he was the bitter one? You know, my brother, he used to bite me when I was younger. You know, Mom used to give us both the same lunchbox, but every time I opened mine, he'd already eaten half of my bread. I told Mom, yeah, but she didn't do anything. Oh, sharing is caring is what she'd say. Oh, he's always been the one with the spotlight. Oh, the one that's cared for, the one that's loved. You know, I always wanted a brother, but not a bitter biting one like him. You know, he just bit me like a damn little rat. You know? And who cared? No one. No one cared. Was I supposed to care? Yeah. For him, yes. I was supposed to care. I was my brother, for God's sakes. Yeah, but I don't know what happened. Yeah, but as time went on, we just grew apart. I don't know if it was the biting. You know, but you know, maybe it was the fight for our father's throne, but we just never clicked. Like we weren't even our parents' children. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just never saw eye to eye. You know, I don't know why. I couldn't have had a better relationship with my brother, you know. Maybe it's because I wanted to inherit the throne, and so did he. He wanted it more than anyone. It was his, and he made sure that everyone knew it, especially me, and I hated him for it. I mean, he was blood. Jeez. It was the coldest day in July when it happened. You know, I was I was in the living room watching TV, and I was in the kitchen making dinner, and there was this loud crash, and then it was followed by screams, weak screams. I went to the kitchen to see what was going on. It was smoke. What I thought was smoke, it was dust. The ceiling had collapsed, and my brother was underneath the rubble. He looked at me and started asking for help. Shit, his voice was so faint. Suddenly he wasn't this arrogant heir to the throne. He was human. He was just fading away. Yeah, I wanted to go and help him. He was my brother. But something stopped me. A voice in me. This was finally my chance to be noticed. To be seen. To be loved. There's no way I could move. There's no way.
Noticed I was quiet. I was taught that speaking up was talking back. I'm always first to say I'm sorry, 'cause I wanted you to like me, and I thought that's what it took to make it last. It's a lose-lose that I don't choose, but you don't always choose the ones you love. I shouldn't have to be the bigger person. How come I had to break to keep us working? It's always up to me, even though it shouldn't be. I'll take the blame the way you want me to, 'cause that's what I do for you. It's a lose-lose that I don't choose, but you don't always choose the ones you love. I shouldn't have to be the bigger person. How come I had to break to keep us working? It's always up to me, even though it shouldn't be. I'll take the blame the way you want me to, 'cause that's what I do for you. That's what I do for you. That's what I do for you. That's what I do for you.
Good morning, class. Say good morning, Miss Sandile. And what was that noise I was hearing down the passage? Poor Miss Mangi could hardly hear herself teach her standard 2s. She teaches nature study, She's very clever. And do you know what happens to naughty children? The white car will come for you, and you won't even know it's coming. And there, no one is going to hear you scream because its engine makes such a loud noise. And then they will take out your eyes and take you to a far away place, and no one is ever going to see you again. And what is that I'm hearing? Is that the white car? Ha! No! You are lucky this time. But then I will send you straight to the principal's office, and he will give you this. When? You are chewing gum in my class. Give it here. I will put it on your naughty, naughty little face. Teach you, and the rest of you must listen to me. And how do you like my new dress? My grandma bought it for me, and she let me choose it all by myself. Well, I chose it because of all these teddy bears, of course, this color that complements my skin, and this beautiful collar, of course. It's very important for you to be clean. And look at you. You've got grass on your hair. Don't you know what day it is today? Today is the 21st of September, 1966, and the inspector is coming to our school. We know the inspector cannot understand our language, so we don't want to embarrass him. And we know that the inspector cannot say real names, so we must all have English names in class today. Hands up those of you who don't have white names. We'll just have to give them to you. You will be Violet. Daisy? Oh, Petunia. Sunflower. Innocentia, I don't know what that means. Do you know what name the inspector gave me in class today? Elsie. And I don't even look like an else. Don't laugh. At least you are flowers. And do you know what name he gave to my friend Bongi? Moses. He couldn't even tell that she is a girl. Anyway, where was I? Good morning, class. What can we do today? We can sing. We can be a singing class. If we get it right, we can sing it for the inspector. If we get it wrong, then the white car will come for us. Well, are you noisemakers? You violets. Because you're always streaking, you will sing soprano. And then, oh, you, my lovely daisies, are my favorite. You'll sing alto, because I'm also alto, and because you never make any noise at all. You petunias. The compositions you sent were very amazing. So you will sing tenor. And then, you sunflowers, you are such a disappointment. We are so tall, yet you are still in sub A. Honestly, you will sing best because your voices are broken already. The song is called Hamba Kahle Vuyelwa. Hamba Kahle Vuyelwa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hamba Kahle Vuyelwa. Usikhonzele emzini. Uziphathe kakuhle. Kwandonga ziyaduma. Inkosi thamsanqele. Inkosi sikelele. Hamba kahle Vuyelwa. Hamba kahle Vuyelwa. That was so good. We should do it again. Hamba kahle Vuyelwa. You kids don't want to sing, eh? You think I'm a fool opening my mouth like this? Ha, ha, ha. Let's do this again. Hamba kahle Shavuyelwa. You the kids think I'm your friend, yeah? I will call the white car for you. Joanna, let's do this again, man. I am not your friend. I will call the white car for you.
I'm Lauren Wood. I'm a 19-year-old artist from KZN. So I've recently transitioned to oil painting, and I feel that it's a very nice medium that I like to work with because I like getting a lot of detail and I like mixing tones and colors. So I used to work with watercolor, but now I'm mainly working with oils, and I incorporate gold leaf and embroidery, and now with the printmaking I'm excited to also incorporate a bit of embossing and getting more textures involved. I think it adds a nice touch. I think art for me has always been something that I've just done naturally, and I think more and more I've found how it's a necessary part of me being human, and it's become like a form of therapy for myself. And I think the topics that I discuss in my art often, well, I'm hoping that other people will be able to relate to them as well, and yeah, that they can find comfort in the same things that I find comfort in.
Hi, I am Rita Vilivievarus, a self-taught artist based in the city of Matlosana, Klerksdorp in the Northwest Province. I am a 21-year-old female artist. I primarily work with charcoal pencils, chalk pastels, acrylic and oil paints on paper and canvas. My artistic style is a unique blend of figuration, abstraction, and modernism. I create works that are deeply personal and expressive, often exploring themes of feminism, life experiences, feelings, and emotions. So the artwork that I created is titled "The Love of the Mountains." So I'm trying to tell people like how mountains inspire me, to create, because like they give me a sense of belonging, like in this world and in nature in general.
Musari otsara tipa kabo haling banna banna. Musari otsara tipa kabo haling banna banna.
bamba dum dum de bam bam bamba de. Bam 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 ba dia.
Hi, I'm Space Dryer from Davidson. It's Gauteng province. I'm 18 years old, studying at History School of the Art. Mostly I use pencil drawings, and also introducing myself to acrylic painting. Yet I had the chance to experiment in lino cutting. I'm looking forward to do it. I'm quite enjoying it, the flow, the everything, how they are mentoring us in it. So yeah, I feel like for myself, I live art. It's been in me since I was young. So for now, I'm making art to get myself through to an art school. I'm selling portraits and for myself to be in an art school. So yes, I believe I have much passion in art. I believe maybe next time I'll be the next Picasso of the next generation. So it's mostly focuses in my daily experiences or things that I experience most of the times. Things that happen into my life, like I tend to share them to people who maybe can connect it with how I feel, with maybe we might have the same feeling. So I tend to share the same message, or some they speak about, they share a message about the voiceless. I'm the voice for the ones who can't speak for themselves. Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Tabela. My name is Tabang Mahagwe. I'm from Limpopo province in a town called Denelton Marapong. I am 23 years old. So with my art, first I have to find recycled material first. From there I have to design, and then I go to a medium called photography. I will shoot my artwork, and from there go to the last step, which I use different softwares to manipulate and create the vision that I want to achieve. So my art is digital. My art is based on who's Sabang, my journey, where I'm coming from, where I'm going, and the question that I'm asking. So I'm a young person who's passionate about art and empowerment. I'm a social activist. I'm a filmmaker, actor, creative director. I'm a cultural activist. I was also raised in a place where religion was playing an important role, but again in the environment where I'm coming from, culture was playing a very important role. So my work is most of the time it focuses on that. What is happening in my environment? What is happening in our communities? What is happening in young boys in the country? What is happening when it comes to spirituality? How do you define spirituality? How do you define depression? So my work focuses on different things, but based on the effect that affect human beings. So I feel like I'm in a journey, learning about this journey called life with my artwork.
Have you guys ever wondered, what happened to that Slaganyana boy?
You know we're not supposed to talk about that.
You mean that man boy / child boy? Oh man, imagine your father throwing you just like that.
Like yours.
Tula winner.
Why is he so strange? He should have been born normal, just like us.
Right, don't tell anyone, right? But my mother said it's because of that thing.
Yo, don't you get tired of gossiping?
I'm sure his poor ears are itching because you are always gossiping about him.
Hey. Why don't you get ready? Because it's between A and B. So you must see yourself out.
It must have taken you like literally forever to come up with that one. So what did your mother say?
Yeah, man, yeah. She said we're in a drought because of the king. Apparently he didn't shawula the oak properly. So, the ancestors have turned their backs on him.
Umamako will get fired from the royal house for spreading lies one day.
Why would she lie? Plus, adults don't tell lies anyways.
If adults don't tell lies, then why will my mother tell me and my brother who our father is?
It's because my uncle says your mother is the village bicycle.
Hayini guys, stop it. Usilelo, ungamnaki. Unje ngoba udome esikolweni.
Come on guys. Let's just continue looking for our stones so we can play. And stop talking about adult stuff. Say sorry, Wena.
Sorry, Wena.
For what?
Saying mean things about your mother.
Fine.
Come on,
guys, let's go.
Fine. I'll leave you alone as long as it's my turn to tell the story today.
It's always your turn! And I told you, it's because he has the loudest voice. So it makes sense. I think you mean sense.
Asuka, English, it's not her mother's mouth.
No, but I'm being serious, folks. Apparently, if you don't do a ritual in acknowledgement of your child, you always have isinyama. I mean, you saw what happened at the river the other day.
And now we have to walk even further to go fetch still water, man.
And now my family is starting to run out of cows. What am I going to eat?
See? It's all bad luck. It's in Yama.
So what's going to happen with us, Philip?
Angazi, but as long as that boy's got Sazavale.
Yeah, that's very bad. If only we could find him.
Nothing.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our TikTok channel! We are bringing you the brand new track right now.
Yes, sir. We got a new track called Chisinyama Records, produced by my boy Lil Gota and my girl Lil Pinky.
And my father and my boyfriend.
Chisinyama Records presents Scotty.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fancy bombastic, overnight plastic. Scotty on the scene, fantastic.
I'm a clever and I never get my homework wrong.
We are MVP, fancy boom boom. I'm the one when you're not only model C, selling lip gloss for Amasi. Driver or younger, you got it from your mama.
I think I'm going to defy program order, and please, I think it's fitting for us to have a moment for the visual artists. We didn't see them. I think they were in the pool of the audiences, so please, I know you're probably not used to being on the stage, but your medium is appreciated just as well. So all of our amazing visual artists, please have your moment to join me on stage. Please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we are. Looking just as gorgeous as your art. Come on, have your moment, have your moment, have your moment. I'm gonna take a step to the side. Yes, yes, yes. Take a bow, take a bow. I think hold it for a moment. We've got some photographers taking some great pictures of you. All right, and you can take your final bow. Thank you so much again. Now take your seats. What a breathtaking moment. Tear-jerking, laughter, hearts swelling, just emotions bubbled. I think if there's one real thing that I take away from that, is that they're industry ready. Like, sitting in the audience as a participant in this moment, as an onlook, as a witness, it's as if I was watching a showcase. Joburg Theatre, let's just sell tickets once. Let's put this on again. And if we are going to put it on, we certainly are going to give our due credit to the artistic director of this incredible showcase. Zolani Shangase, I don't know if you are ready to join me on stage. If you're too far, we're gonna give you your moment. Zonani, please join me on stage. You are very worthy of your moment. We're gonna give you 5 seconds, Mganwam. And I'm saying this because you're my friend. Through there, chairs. I get it, Abandiza means flying. So you're gonna fly over those chairs. Nyoloha. Oh. Yeah.
Interject. We're talking full circle moments. Zolani is also ACT alumni, supported in 2020 on that horrible break. And he's gone on to do such amazing things. The Sounds of Hlakanyana we supported with, and then Hlakanyana the musical with UJ Arts and Culture. He's done the tour with We Will Rock You. Exceptional. He's doing a Merry Christmas show, so watch out for that one. But we welcome him back, and I think that's an important thing we do at ACT, is our talent we bring home, and we nurture that, and we welcome it, and we say congratulations to the brilliant work you've done. Another full circle.
Absolutely, and I must also mention that your production won 8 Naledi Awards very recently. So please, a roar of an applause. If you love the work, you certainly love Zolani. Zolani, is there anything that you would like to say? I know we've given some very important people an opportunity to say some words, and it would be such a crime if we didn't give you just one toe.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. I'd like to say thank you to ACT for affording me this incredible opportunity to work with young talent. I'm still young talent myself, so to get an opportunity to work with young people and see yourself in their eyes, and remember that time you were standing on stage as a first year singing like this, and my professor Yusuf would say, Zolani, stand still. And I'm like, yes, I'm singing, and he would hold my hands down and he's like, sing! And I'm like, so having to do that with them is such an incredible, and it reminds me of where I come from and how important training is and how it can shape our minds and change our communities, impact so many more people rather than myself. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and I think I would really ask anybody else that is a corporate, person that wants to sponsor the arts are in dire need of sponsorship. They are in need of support, not just sponsorship, but teach us how we can be self-sustainable. Teach us how I can continue to create work without having to fall into government grants again. We know how that goes. You know, so for me, it's really about how do we pass on the baton, the energy, the knowledge that we've learned, how do we carry on creating and making sure that we produce new shows. I think for me, I don't want to see another, import for a while. We need to create South African shows. There's so much talent and so much wealth of stories that we need to share, and the world is begging to see it. Amapiano is taking over the world. It's not just because it's South African, it's because we are doing it. It's us. So let's continue to do that. Let's continue to support young people. And thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show, and may there be many, many more of such shows. Thank you.
And many more, indeed, we definitely expect. Again, I must really just pour my heart out to the finalists. I can't imagine how nerve-wracking it is to take a stage like this with so many incredible people in our audiences, of which I hope you don't rush off just yet. But really, to all the friends who are here, to all the family members who are here, thank you. Thank you for really holding the hand of our various and our brilliant artists, because really your support is what cements us in our truth, and your support is what validates our existence. So to the friends, the family, to the supporters of the finalists, congratulations to you as well. Thank you for being here. An applause is very fitting. Now, while I would love to be as brilliant as these finalists, there's someone I would hate to be in this particular moment, and that is our adjudicators. Now, the next part of our program is going to see 30 minutes of an intermission, of a bit of an interval. Please don't rush just yet, because we do have a treat that is coming to the stage very shortly, but I would like to hand over for the judges. I don't know if they've left already, Jessica. All right, they've already dashed, they've snuck out already to really deliberate in that moment and really just thoughts and prayers to them. It is definitely not going to be an easy one. How amazing were they? Imagine having to choose from that pool of exceptional talent. How tough, how hobe. You know, a legend once said, Hota tabana. But as I mentioned, there would be an absolute treat that we would be handing over to you during this intermission. But there are also some prizes to be won. That doesn't often happen at showcases, but our very good friends at Sun International are sponsoring and giving away a trip for two to Sun City Cascade Hotel. Who is in need of that? Child, listen. After the year we've had, I'm putting my hand up for that. I know it's a little bit of nepotismo, but what's a little bit of nepotism in this industry? Little bit. But if you haven't entered the raffle just yet, I know our ushers will be handing around the form for you to be able to do that. If you do have 100 Rand for that ticket, you could be walking away with a really lovely and much-deserved getaway. All right, so please do support that. Do jump in. But also, please, open up your hearts and your ears for our performer, who is going to be entertaining and really soothing our souls during this intermission. Her name is Kele M, and not only is she an incredible songstress, but she also happens to be ACT family and also a Basadi Award nominated performer. So she definitely is worth the moment, worth the wait. And please, as you tweet, as you post, use the hashtag #Nyoloha and Impacting Futures. In the spirit of impacting our futures, please, a warm, beautiful roar of a welcome to Kele M.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I was just going to go into the song, but I'll just say a few words before I sing about this amazing song that I'm about to sing. It's called Awake. This was really a song that was endorsed by the Arts and Culture Trust. It was produced by Tabang Dian, and it's really just about awaking to one's dreams. So as we hear, and the finalists are pursuing their dreams, this is a song to encourage us to awake to our dreams.
For you to fulfill. Awake, awake, follow your dreams. Don't fear nothing, the time is now. Awake, awake, it's not time to sleep. Your dreams are here for you to fulfill. Awake, awake, follow your dreams. Don't fear nothing, the time is now. Awake, 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 awake.
So the next song that I'm about to sing is called Diamonds. By virtue of us being here tonight, we are supporting these talented finalists in pursuing their dreams. So this song is a tribute to every parent, to every family member, to the sponsors, to the Arts and Culture Trust for supporting these diamonds in shining. Enjoy.
I have a dream in my heart. It's not just for me or family. It's for this nation, this generation. Hope awakes me in the night till the morning light. I'm hoping, I'm working till I see this dream. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I am not alone. There are many with me. Oh, and we believe for a nation and our children. The sky is not the limit. There is a galaxy. So we pave the way for them to see and receive this dream. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. Because I am, they can be. Because I've seen, they can see. Even beyond where I've been. Yes, long after I'm here. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. Till they shining, till they shining, till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. I wanna see diamonds discovered, realized, oh dusted till they shining, till they shining, till they shining. You're a diamond till they shining, till they shining. Thank you.
Welcome back. Of course, we are. Oh, I'm feeling very television right now. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you once again for returning, obviously, for a moment that we're all waiting for. Much anticipated, but also all in celebratory spirits. I know it is very nerve-wracking, and our finalists are on a hot standby, waiting to hear who is the ultimate winner. And really just a very big congratulations to ACT for putting this all together. Jessica, thank you so much. To every single sponsor who has believed, who has put their money where their mouth is, to MTN, to Netbank, to Baza, to Sun International, to Food Lovers Eatery, thank you, thank you, thank you. To every single mentor, all of the adjudicators, thank you. Once again, we are so grateful. And I think as someone who was once here on this this very stage as a finalist, I really do see what this means to each and every one of them. And for all of you to be here as audience members, those of you who are joining from our virtual space, we haven't forgotten you. Thank you to you as well. And to all of you who are sharing, I need to see more reels and TikToks, please, by tomorrow. You know, turnaround time on TikTok needs to be by 24 hours after the event happened, or it didn't happen at all. The pressures, oh, the pressure. But I did mention that we are going to do a quick giveaway, really just to shake out all of the stress and the nerves. And I think it's something very simple. Now, Jessica, we just said it's going to be very cool. So we're giving out a really great t-shirt. It's a really cool t-shirt, and it's very brief. Is there any way I could get the house lights on? Our lovely peeps at the back. Oh, great, because now I can see people. Amazing. Thank you so much. Now, my question is just this. It's a very simple question. I don't know if there's going to be a drum roll, because I know some people will be able to answer it very easily. And no, I'm not asking who your favorite was, because... Mia. Yes. Batung, Mia. You're gonna make me a meme. Oh gosh, let me put my phone down. Let me make sure that all my assets are in the right place. Woo, Batung Mia. All right, so it's a very brief question. So obviously this is called the ACT Nyoloha Scholarship Finale 2023. So my simple question is, and you can put your hand up if you know. I don't know when last some people in the audience put their hand up to answer a question. So this might be a bit nostalgic to you. So this is what happens when I ask you do this. That's what it means to put your hand up. So what does Nyoloha mean? You're a finalist, my love. I can't have you answer this. Oh, Kinale may skatimo, and I'm being a little bit biased because it's probably the youngest person in our audience. When I'm even going to give you a mic because I think it's such a powerful moment. When you give a young person a mic, it's quite a formidable thing. Actually, come join me. Come join me on stage. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, Ghost is prepping herself. She's like, we got to get the jacket right. Hey, Queen. Come join me. I want this to be a moment where we look back years from now. Makhaula, does she want to be an artist? She hasn't said yet. So in the event that she does, or maybe you're the CEO of Baza in a couple of years, or of ACT. All right. So what does Nyoloha mean? Please get it right. Please get it right.
Go up.
Come on! Give her a round of applause! And what's your name?
Siseko.
Siseko! Give Siseko a round of applause! All right, go. You can take your seat. I'm going to give you a t-shirt after this. Oh, what a gem, what a gem. Even to have the courage to put your hand up, I think is such a formidable thing. So let us not discount what that moment actually meant. And the last giveaway. Jessica, we're going to give away that trip to the Cascades. All right, so let's do that. Let us do that. Do you want to maybe speak about it a bit?
Yes, absolutely. So this trip is valued at, I had to Google it because I can't afford to go there. So it's not a place that's on my regular list. A trip for two nights away at the Cascades, a 5-star hotel at Sun City, valued at 13,000 rands. That's sexy. That's really cool. So we thank Sun City for that one and Sun International for facilitating. Thank you, Heidi. And by true virtue of the modern age, I've used ChatGPT and a random selector so that we are completely unbiased. Jokes, ChatGPT is not. AI is not unbiased, let's be honest. But in any case, it's a random selection tool. So do you remember your numbers where you wrote your names? The winner of the weekend away for 2 is number 14. Number 14! Number 14!
Are you sure it's you? You speak and you don't take it.
Wait, let me call out your name. Sorry, guys. Guys, we're testing a lot of things for the first time. Number 14. Let's verify. Nozizwe, congratulations. You have won a weekend away for 2. And thank you, Sun City, Sun International. Our team will be in touch with you via this leaflet that you've completed. And the prize is valid for 12 months. So don't delay. Anytime in the next 12 months. That's yours. Let's give it up for Nozizwe. Well done. Thank you very much. Fantastic. No, the leaflets are mine. That's my wife. I got married 1 month ago today.
That is the amazing, the formidable Mia! She tasked me to do the same thing that I did with Jess, so I'm honoring that. Oh, the next one. Okay, so we have to make sure that Nyoloha 2024, that I get booked again. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Candice. I believe that now we do the thing that everyone is here for. Yes. So back over to you. I will be on standby for needs as they arise.
The thing. Ooh. Suddenly the air just became tense. Oh, it's because my light is being dimmed. The atmosphere. I'm finding my light, Zolani. Thank you. I really do have to thank the adjudicators once again. I know it wasn't an easy decision to make. The reason why I have my phone in my hand is so that I can read them out respectively without butchering their surnames. So too, Carmen Pretorius, thank you. Clive Matibe, Galebocha. Sam Lehoko, thank you. Rosaline Wilkins, thank you so much. And to our esteemed visual digital arts panel as well, we have Isabel Rock and Kula Ginisteris. And I got it right! Thanks, thank you. So those are all of, that's our panel of judges. And did I forget someone? Yo, Gordon, whoa. And to Gordon Froud, thank you. I apologize. Is that the moment where I become a meme? I don't know. It might just be. Immune. What does that even mean? I wish I was cool. Maybe one day. But again, I know we've been keeping you in suspense. So I believe we're gonna have the judges join us on stage. Just maybe to share a word. Are we gonna have Gordon first? All right. I believe we are jumping straight into the visual arts. And while Gordon joins us on stage, our finalists will be taking their seats as we find out who the winners are. Now, to provide more context once again, the win is quite the win, as we will be giving away, and by we, I mean every single person involved, will be giving away 2 scholarships to the value of 350,000 Rand. And this is your undergraduate studies paid for, so it really is not a small feat, and it really isn't a small win. If I could kindly hand it over to you, I apologize profusely.
Thank you. I'm Gordon. Okay. Sorry. Evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here. This has been a glorious kind of event of doing stuff in the last couple of days, and all the excitement and the buzz and just getting everything together in this kind of way. And it's so seldom that the visual arts actually gets recognized on this kind of level. As the head of the University of Johannesburg Art Department, you know, if a student arrives at my door with a 3-year scholarship, all expenses paid for that kind of time, it's kind of welcome. You know, it's one less person that I've actually got to fight with the NISFAS for, you know. So yeah. Anyway, just to give you a bit of background, Kula and myself were the major judges in this. Our third judge was unfortunately taken ill in the evening and she couldn't join us, but she is here tonight, so I hope she's all doing well. There was a rigorous kind of rubric put together as to how these things work, what constitutes a good artwork, and a lot of it also comes down to gut feel. And what was very interesting for us in the process was to be able to say, okay, let's have a look and see what stands out. And then we kind of toted up our things, went and sat down, had a look, and we chose the same people. And then when we did a ranking of order from the top to the last person in the queue, which doesn't mean worst, it just means, and our ranking order was the same. So we kind of looked and thought, okay, we've obviously done it right in some kind of way. So yes, I'm going to tell you that the winner is, no, I'm not. Yeah, but just to say that it was a wonderful experience to actually go through the stuff, to see the prepared works that the students had made on their own, or prospective students, should I say, and then to see the works that they'd done at the fantastic Artist Proof studio. They had all that kind of training and ability, and the work that they'd done with Fleur in the 3 months of working with them. And wow, 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 you know. Any one of those guys would be absolutely welcome at UJ, at WITS, University of Pretoria, Michaelis Art School. So yeah, whoever gets to get that lucky person is very, very lucky. Thank you very much for including us in this. It's been a wonderful kind of event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gordon. I think an important part of the program that's developed this year is definitely the sense of partnership. And partnering with professional spaces and developmental spaces like Artist Proof Studio, and they did a phenomenal job. I think the visual artists will really tell you that it's changed their perspective. What we really attempted to do and instill in them is that you can paint in oil, or you can paint in acrylic, or work with charcoal, but how can your work and your vision be transposed into different mediums, into different settings, and how can you monetize that? So yeah, I think that was a phenomenal experience. So Bernice, I'm going to ask you to hand over for the visual arts winner. Sure, this is a big one. And I can also just say from my side, from observing over the last while, the training and also just the development, this visual artist has the ability to move in different spaces with ease but not easily, and is able to translate their vision into different mediums, and is really able to articulate themselves with such a clear arrow that the tertiary space will really be fundamental for them in leapfrogging. So I want to say a huge congratulations to Azanda! Come on, Azanda! Short. Azanda is very eloquent. He doesn't necessarily like to speak a lot, but I'm going to ask him just to say a few words. And Azanda, huge congratulations. We're so proud of you. You've got a bright future ahead of you, as do the other visual artists. You're all extraordinary. You all deserve this. And my goal is to work towards a scholarship for each of you when you arrive on this stage. But Azanda, tonight the moment is yours. Please, if you would say something for us.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you very much, Ak. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Angelina and Fleur. This is going to really help me. And I really don't know what to say, but art is important. It is a way to record our history and show who we are. For me, art has always been a place for me to find comfort And I really appreciated that you saw what I have. And also, well done to all the other artists, Lauren, Sipesihle, Tabang, and Rita Bile. And as well to the performing artist and whoever wins as well. That's all I've got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Azanda. Yeah, you're welcome to take your seat. We're super proud of you. Great. Sure, okay, now another big one. I actually don't know who the winner is, so I'm just quickly going to speak to Ange. Whisper in my ear. Oh, okay. We do. Sure, okay. I think we can all attest to an absolutely fabulous performer and a show, an audience-ready show. I'm not good with names, so I have to say this quickly. Our performing arts winner for 2023 is Nyoloha! To defeat a stage, not that it's a defeat for anyone, but to rise above singers, dancers, actors, spiritual giants, we could feel it. That's such an extraordinary thing. And Nyoloha, you have better words than I, so I'm going to hand the mic over to you. Congratulations. Congratulations for all the hard work. It's not one night. You didn't just show up here and do it. You've worked and worked and worked. And we see that. Thank you.
Oh my God! For sure, I have messed up my makeup right now. Yeah, I have. I couldn't help it, you know? I just want to thank everybody for being here and for supporting everyone that's over here. Everybody is so talented, and I can't wait to meet you guys in the industry, in the space. I know I'm gonna see y'all. So thank you so much for a wonderful evening, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of it. I don't have much to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Nyoloha. Sure. Before I hand over back to Candace, we always talk about the support that, not that we need, the support that people are happy to give. I'm reframing the narrative of what it is. Like, we don't need your help. We need your joy. We need more scholarships. We need... to fill the house night after night. We don't just need one night of performances. So let's really reframe that narrative. We don't need your help. We can do it. We've been doing it. What we need is your joy. What we need is for you to show up for us. There's one really easy way for you to do it. And I'm not a politician, but I do acknowledge support. If you have a Nedbank account, who in the house has a Nedbank account? I see hands going up. It's going to cost you nothing to support the work that we do. Just align your accounts with the Arts Affinity. This is one beautiful thing Nedbank has been doing for us through the Arts Affinity. It doesn't cost you a cent. It just costs you going online and saying, I choose to back the Arts Affinity. And that puts money in the Arts Affinity's pocket to bring this talent and to endorse these scholarships. That's really what it does. Our team works their butts off for very little. The NGO space is something special, it's something else. So you're not lining my pockets. When you do that, you're really building the industry, the professionalism in the industry. We put 1 million jobs a year into this country. So let no one tell you that the arts is just for entertainment or is just for the individual. Behind this theater, behind every individual that got us here, are hundreds of people that earn tonight. Remember that. So let's support the arts where we can. But to the two of you, up and up and up. And to the rest of the finalists, we're not done with you. Sure. Just at the end. To wrap up from my side, Moving Into Dance, as I mentioned, is offering a 1-year dance internship. So post-event, we will reveal who have they selected from tonight to join the Dance Academy of Moving Into Dance, an organization with 40 years of dance history, the birth of Afrofusion, Mama Sylvia Glasser and Nadia here. This company travels the world. If you get your foot in the door there, your foot is in the door, and you better move it. Okay, and Vuyani Dance Theatre, and Vuyani Dance Theatre, Greg McCormack's company, who's celebrating his 50th anniversary, world-class company as well, offering a 1-year internship. And Rosalina's been checking out the competition tonight. Market Lab is here. They're going to be doing invitations to audition. Sheree, I don't know if you want to come on stage. Sheree is the head of the Market Lab, one of the most influential institutions in this country for launching actors and performers. And she's actually put herself up on the table as well, saying she's paying the registration for the first artist that manages to get through their rigorous audition phase. Sheree, please join me on stage just to do that formal invitation.
Congratulations. Hello, everyone. Well done. I wish all of you had put in an application for the Market Lab, for the Market Theatre Laboratory. You guys are amazing. I know that 3 of you had put an application in, and I'm just here to say that this moment tonight was absolutely fantastic to witness you. For those of you who don't know, the Market Theatre Laboratory offers a 2-year theatre and performance training program to young artists who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford to study theatre and performance at a Wits University, at a UCT university. And the Market Lab, founded by Barney Simon, Vanessa Cook, and John Carney, offers that opportunity to young artists like yourselves. So, I don't know why my calculator is open. Was I calculating money? Maybe I was calculating money. But, you know, so often theatre practitioners overlook the Market Theatre Laboratory because it's not a university. But I can tell you that we breed excellence. And I'm talking about actors on our TV screens like Warren Masimola, like Wanda Ndlovu, like Bonko Koza. These are the people who have walked through our doors, and we're looking for the next. So, Nonjabulo, I know you applied. You have an automatic audition. Nsizwa Zakiti, I know you applied. You have an automatic audition. Oh, Tato, darling. I know you applied. You have an automatic audition. These 3 individuals applied. We are waiting to audition you. on the, I don't even know the audition notes. Why am I saying that? You will get informed when your audition is. We welcome you. In addition to those three, I know you did not apply, but I'm extending this invitation for you to apply. Ntobisi, please apply. I don't mean apply, sorry. I mean, please audition. This is your audition call. So, Ntobisi, please audition. Bonoko, please audition. And Nicole, please audition. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Sheree. And this is also an invitation to institutions, not just in Johannesburg, but across the country, because our scholarship finalists come from all over South Africa. We go to every corner of this country to find this beautiful talent. I'm inviting you, step into the space, put that scholarship forward. We do the hard work. We're giving you the cream of the crop. So take hands with us and take these individuals forward. I've said enough. I thank you all. Candice, I'm going to hand over to you. Thank you very much.
The winners are like, can we sit now? How about now? Congratulations to our winners. A huge congratulations. And I think this is really just a very sincere moment from me, as I understand how it could be a bittersweet moment for any of you who did not win this evening. And it can be overdone and really just cliche to say, you know, you're all winners, but I stand here as a living testimony, as someone who had doors fling right open and leverage off of what this opportunity means for you. I find it very interesting that in the pool of young people that had asked me, what if I don't win? That happened to be Naledi, right? Oh, we're not gonna do this, please. Well, I'm not gonna get emotional. What? That would be awkward, I'm still on the clock. And you, from a very sincere place, ooh, I'm breathing through it. Yo, maybe I should just like TikTok dance through it. I don't know, what do people do now? My heart really, it swells for young artists. I stand as also someone who openly mentors young people, so I would love the opportunity to really just walk the journey with many of you. I don't know, I'm gonna get your numbers, I'm gonna do something. And I'm gonna hold my agent accountable for me doing that. But yes, congratulations once again. The world really is your oyster. There are a plethora of opportunities that are ahead of you, and it really is about serving your industry at whatever level that you're at. Sometimes you go, I want to be a superstar tomorrow. But everyone here is really just testament to those small little background actor auditions, or those seemingly small roles. There's no small parts, only small actors, right? And every single one of you here, all of you sitting in front of me, really embody greatness. Okay, and I want you to walk away with that. Irrespective of the disappointment you may be feeling, you've done so well. So well, exceptionally well. And I can't wait to see you on set. Can't wait to see you on set. Maybe it's my set, I do produce, so I might as well. To every single person who is here, thank you again. Heartfelt thank you. I think Jessica's really just said so much about the gratitude of what it means. Because we don't we don't need the support, but we definitely do appreciate every single hand, every single eyeball. And to all of you who joined us from our virtual spaces, thank you so much. Please, if you do have any more social media posts, obviously to celebrate the wins and to celebrate every single performer, as well as our incredible visual and digital artists, please use the hashtag #Nyoloha and Impacting Futures, because that's certainly what we'll be doing from this day going forward, and using the handle @orgZA. I've said my bit. The artists have said theirs. You've said a great deal with this act that you've done right here. To all of our sponsors, to Nedbank, to MTN, to Baza, to Sun International, to Food Lovers Eatery, to Moving Into Dance, to Vuyani Dance Theatre, I hope I haven't forgotten anyone again. To Market Lab, obviously. To Market Lab, thank you. To Joburg Theatre for having us here, thank you. Next year we'll be at Sun International. I didn't say it. That was just a fine text on the ticket. But lastly, someone worth thanking, to myself. Do you know who I do want to thank? I have this moment of honoring someone who was a judge in my year and paved my way in an incredible way. The late, great Jabulani Zambo, Double HP, was a judge in my year, became a mentor thereafter. I celebrate him in moments like this. We've lost so many people within our art sphere. So having moments like this that make us feel alive, something that I hope we never take for granted. So to the late, great Jabba, Double HP, Jabulani Zambo, this is for you. And of course, Jess is going to thank me.
Indeed.
So should I sit down and then come back?
To the amazing, spectacular, once-in-a-lifetime Candice Moriselle. She graces the stages, the Instagram pages, and we are so grateful to you, Candice. Fantastic. Thank you so, so much for your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful MC tonight. And we'd be remiss to not thank the technical crew, the staff, everyone in the behind-the-scenes costume, all of the parts that make the magic come together. And what better way to end an evening than with happy birthday? We have 3 magical birthdays, actually. Tepang Dean, who is a previous scholarship winner, who was playing the baby grand tonight. Bridget van Oerle, who is a stalwart in the PR world and a good friend of Arts and Culture Trust and an alumni. And Lindiwe Sekapa from Joburg Theatre are all celebrating their birthdays today. So can we please, as an audience, do a non-boring happy birthday? And I'll start, and then Lee will fill in, and then Mia will fill in, and you will fill in. And then, yes. So all together, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, all 3 of you. Happy birthday to you.
Last but not least, I'm available for bookings, CandiceMoriselle@gmail.com. To all of you, thank you, and God bless you all. From me, Candice Moriselle, consider yourselves blessed.